Sixers. 10, 9, 8, 76ers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Sixers. 10, 9, 8, 76ers. Clap your hands, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers.
Oh my God. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I would like to see. You know, I had some blind optimism going into this game. No Joel Embiid in this game. You know, a lot of the thoughts around Philadelphia definitely were not very high without Joel Embiid. But, you know, I was thinking to myself, you know, there's some bad vibes going around the city of Boston right now. The Boston Bruins just choked a 3-1 series lead in Game 7 last night to the Florida Panthers. You know, maybe there's a little bit of a stench going around the city of Boston. Maybe it's affecting the TD Garden. Maybe it could affect the Celtics, and maybe the Sixers can squeeze one out in Game 1 in the TD Garden without Joel Embiid. Granted, they would need a lot of help doing so. They would need James Harden to show up. They would need Tyrese Maxey to produce, some guys off the bench, Tobias Harris, PJ Tucker to do his thing, and Paul Reed starting in place of Joel Embiid to do something productive. And man, are you kidding me, James Harden? We got Houston Harden. He made an appearance tonight. James Harden stole the show. Basically ripped it out of the hands of the Boston Celtics. Ripped it out of the hands. Him in those final few minutes there, that last minute of the game, going up 1-on-1 against Al Horford. He does his thing, step back three from top of the key, and drains it. Are you kidding me? Then Maxey gets the steal in the falling seconds of the game as well. Paul Reed hitting some clutch shots from the free-throw line after Tatum takes a foul. Man. Oh, man, what a win. What a win for your Sixers. My God. Holy shit. Let's play the song again, man. Let's play the song again because I need to hear this, man. Holy shit. Like I said, blind optimism, blind faith coming into this game. I didn't know what I was going to expect. You know, going up against the way tougher opponents in the Boston Celtics without Joel Embiid. It was obvious in that first half the rim protection, the lack of rim protection thereof. You know, Tatum and Jaylen Brown, they were all going off basically there. But the Sixers, they adjusted. And I was just thinking to myself the entire time because while the Celtics were going off in that first half, okay, let me pause this because it's starting to throw me off a little bit. Love the song, but I'm trying to express a point here. When I was thinking to myself, over that course of the first half, the way the Celtics were hitting shots, yes, they were getting into the paint really easily. They were hitting easy layups, but the way they were draining shots from three as well, that was going to even out. That was going to even out. Even honestly, the points in the paint too. The Sixers, even though in the second half they still allowed some, you know, easy uncontested, you know, shots to go in the second half in the paint, I thought just the entire, you know, situation, it was all going to even out. Boston was not going to be able to hit all these easy shots. They were not going to, you know, constantly go down because that's not how, you know, the whole flow of an NBA game works. You have your peaks and your valleys. Everything evens out in the end. And for Boston, it definitely evened out in the end. Tatum and Jaylen Brown, they definitely weren't as big of a force as they were in the first half, especially Tatum in that second half scoring 18+ points. My God, he was just lights out in that quarter. My goodness. But James Harden especially, 45 points in this game. James Harden, man. James Harden was just on a completely different level. My God, man. On a completely different level. 45 points, 17 of 30 from the field. He was getting down into the paint. He was hitting his layups for once. He was actually going to the line perfect from there. 4 of 4. He was 7 of 14 from 3. He hit half of his 3-point attempts. My guy was feeling it out there today. He knew. He knew without Joel Embiid, someone was going to have to step up in this game if they wanted to win. Someone was going to have to step up and take control. And that is exactly what James Harden did. And Tyrese Maxey had his little bit of effect too. He had 26 points in this game. He was a plus 12. He had 4 steals. He did have 5 fouls, though. He got into some foul trouble. Granted, the refs at the end of the game, they kind of stole the show there too. But Harden, man. Maxey, 26 points, 10 of 24 from the field, 2 of 9 from 3, perfect from the free throw line as well. Paul Reed, huge in that second half. He was kind of a little bit overmatched in the first, but he really settled down, really adjusted, and just came up with some huge rebounds, kept some plays alive, and especially hitting those 4 free throw attempts in the later stages of the game. Just huge stuff from there. Just ice in the veins, just completely was not fooled by the situation at all, was not afraid. He just went in there, went into those 3 throw attempts, drained them, and gave the Sixers a very comfortable lead, especially on those last 2 attempts. Like, man, Paul Reed was huge. I honestly thought, this was a weak game from Tobias Harris. There were some shots that Tobias had up there that he probably could have had earlier, and honestly, defensively, he kind of getting a little bit overworked. He was really the only starter on the floor that was like an even 0. Like, he was a minus at some point in this game. If you look at Harden was a plus 8. Maxey was a plus 12. Reed was a plus 8. Tobias was a 0 evenly. And then PJ Tucker was a plus 6. Plus 6. And then PJ Tucker, of course, not having points. That's not what he's here to do. He's getting those 5 rebounds, keeping plays alive, assists, steals, and all that stuff. He did have a little bit of a nut shot to Tatum there, even though it really wasn't intentional at all. You saw PJ Tucker was just yelling at some of the teammates to get back into position better, and it just happened. He flings his hand backwards, and Tatum happens just to run there. Tatum does go off for like a couple of seconds, but he comes right back onto the court. No biggie there. Just a little bit of an oof, stung. I felt that from my couch. But other guys too. D'Anthony Melton was huge off the bench as well. Like, dude hit 5 of 6 of his shots from 3. 5 of 6. 17 points total, 6 of 10 from the field, 2 assists, 2 blocks, 1 rebound. The Sixers shot 44% from 3 in this game, 17 of 38. They were over 50% from the field in this game. 50%. And for the Celtics, as good as they were shooting the 3 ball, they really struggled in that second half shooting. They finished 38.5% shooting from 3. They were 10 of 26. They shot above 58% from the floor, but that's also granted how many easy layups and easy stuff in the paint that they were getting. But like I said, as much as they were getting that easy stuff in the paint, the shooting from outside the arc wasn't going to be as consistent as it was going to be in that second half. I just didn't see that happening. Like I said, peaks and valleys. And that's what happened for the Celtics. Sixers adjusted and made some nice defensive adjustments, especially, that's one steal by Tyrese Maxey. You got the entire, Boston Celtics team thinking the shot clock expired and the buzzer went off. No one's even chasing Maxey down, and he's going there for an easy dunk. Like, seriously, man. My God, what a win, man. What a win. Paul Reed had 13 rebounds in this game. Just overall, some huge minutes from some guys. Niang hit 1 3 off the bench. Jalen McDaniels came in for some defensive help. But overall, man, James Harden, dude. James Harden, man. That was just, oh my. It was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful to watch what James Harden was doing in this game. How easy it looked for him. How comfortable he looked. How comfortable. Maybe that rest helped him. That time off after sweeping Brooklyn. Maybe that week and a half's rest. A little more than a week and a half. Maybe that did him some good. Because he looked healthy. He looked energized. He looked ramped to go. And also a little bit of the energy from, having to step up without Joel on the court. But dude. He was Houston Harden tonight. He was Houston Harden. I believe that tied his career high in playoff points. Honestly, you could say this is probably his best playoff game in his entire career. What he did on the court today. Because he was just that spectacular. He was that fantastic. He was just amazing. He was the primary reason why you won this game. Him taking over, especially in those late stages. I can't stop thinking about that three that he drained over Al Horford. Just cold-blooded, man. Cold-blooded. He wasn't afraid of the moment there. He wanted it. He wanted it badly. Oh, man. That was amazing. That was absolutely amazing. Jeez. My God. I'm trying to see if there's anything else here from this game. Just because it was just... I need to see this. Harden running PNR at Horford. 16 direct picks, 28 points. Every time Harden was paired up with Horford, he was just out there dominating. My goodness. He was just... People are saying Harden needs to go to Vegas more. Maybe that's also a reason why. Maybe Harden should be going to Vegas more. Jesus Christ, man. My God. James Harden, are you fucking kidding me, man? I can't believe it. I can't believe it. How good he was. I don't think anyone in Philly's going to sleep tonight. Because you're thinking to yourself now, okay, you stole this game without Embiid. You stole this. You figured, okay, if you lost today's game, Embiid was going to be back for game 2. I think your primary objective was to at least split in Boston. Now, if you were Doc Rivers, would you still start Embiid on Wednesday and try to go hammer it down and win another game in Boston? Granted, if you do start Embiid, the one thing that I would do if you see he's a little gimpy, if he's still feeling a little bit of pain, I would, take precaution and maybe, if he starts feeling something, just take him out of the game. Don't want to force anything. You did your goal. You stole a game in Boston. You basically stole home court advantage. Now, personally, yes, I would love to try to hammer it down and take 2 in Boston. But I think right now, the priority of getting Joel Embiid healthy enough to play in at least game 3, I think that should be the goal. Because an extra couple of days of rest for Embiid, especially where he does not have to go on the court, that's going to probably pay dividends for you. Because if you lost this game and he had to play game 2, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just the adjustments that Doc Rivers made in this game, some great calls and everything. Harden was just unreal. Harden was unreal in this game. Paul Reed was great. Tyrese Maxey, yeah, he had his moments where he was struggling to hit from beyond the arc, but, that huge steal at the end of the game, he got to the line, got an and one at the end as well. Tyrese Maxey, probably his best game of the season against Boston overall. So hopefully he just continues to build the confidence, because he did look confident in this game, honestly. He was getting kind of screwed over with the foul calls, with the foul trouble there. But overall, he was just him and Harden, man. Paul Reed, too. You can't go without Paul Reed. I feel like he really adjusted from that first half on how, even though, like I said, Boston still got their due in the paint because, like I said, without Embiid, the rim protection is just, we already know it's god-awful. But you found a way. You found a way. And going on that run in the final, minute and a half, what was it, a 12-4 run? Seriously, that Harden. Just draining that shot, man. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. It's just, oh my God, I can't stop thinking about it. I need to find that clip again. I need to find that clip again of Harden draining that shot. I really need to. I got Phillies on in the background. I'm watching them. I saw Will Smith hit a home run. I don't care about the Phillies tonight. Bryce Harper's returning tomorrow. I'll care about Phillies tomorrow. Yeah. I need to see this. I need to see this shot from Harden again. I just need to. Where is it at? I need to see this shot again from Harden. Oh my God. Just ice cold with 10 seconds to go, man. Less than 10 seconds. 8.4 on the clock. My goodness. James Harden. And then that maxi steal and everything. My God, dude. 45 points for James Harden. Are you serious, man? I didn't expect that. I didn't expect a 40-burger. 45 points ties his career high. Are you serious? I wasn't expecting that. Jesus. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. There's a stench going on in Boston right now. The Bruins started it. And you know what? The Sixers stole from the grasp of the Celtics. Because honestly, you could have said the Celtics should have ran away with this game. But, my God. Like I said, there is something toxic going on in that TD Garden. And the Sixers sensed it. And they took advantage. Oh. The Red Sox walked it off, but Fenway Park's not the same as the TD Garden. The stench isn't stretching the Fenway. It's in TD Garden and solely in TD Garden. There's a stench there. And it's just, maybe it's affecting the home team that plays there. It clearly affected the Boston Bruins. We saw them choke against the Florida Panthers last night. Maybe there's a thing to that. Maybe. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe they stole that game. It's seriously. They stole that game. James Harden, man. Ooh. We do have a call here on the Anytime Hotline. You can leave those at 215-839-9885. Figured we'd go there to see what some of the voicemails have to offer for this game. If you want to leave your thoughts and opinions there, text messages or whatever, you can leave those. Or if you just want to utilize the YouTube live feed, it's your choice, your preference at the end of the day. So let's go to the voicemails and let's hear what Sean has to say. Sean, what do you have on this Sixers win?
Boy, these last 48 hours of Boston sports have been fun for them, huh? What a win by the 76ers, you know. I got to give it to James Harden. I mean, what a performance. Kind of Steph Curry-like. What Curry did to the Kings in Game 7, he did to Boston tonight. And they needed it in the fourth quarter. Maxey couldn't throw it in the ocean, and Harden just took the game over. And it's not going to get a lot of publicity, but how about Paul frickin' Reed? I mean, 4 free throws with the game on the line, and he drained all 4 of them. I mean, what a clutch effort by the kid. The best part of this to me, and I don't know what their strategy is going to be, but it, to me, gives you another reason, if you have to sit Joel Embiid for Game 2. I mean, why rush him back? You got the one win in Boston that you needed. If he's not 85 to 90%, I mean, sit him again and rest him for Game 3. But well done. Let's savor this one. A great victory for the 76ers. Anytime you can beat Boston in Boston, that much sweeter.
Exactly. I couldn't script it any better, like you just said, Sean. Seriously, yeah, I would consider still resting Embiid. I would do that, though. Even though I would love to hammer it down and try to take the 2-0 series lead, I think right now, like you said, Sean, you got the win that you needed in Boston. You split. You took the home court advantage. We all know this series is going 6 or 7. So you got the one win on the road that you needed, and you should be able to take care of business at the Wells Fargo Center. So, That's the main priority here. What does Doc decide to do? Is he going to decide to sit Embiid so he can get a couple of extra days of rest? Because if you're talking about him having a week and a half off right after the Brooklyn Nets series, he didn't play in Game 4, so honestly, you could say it's a 2-week off for him. And then you have today off. Then you could say he has Wednesday off. That's like 2.5 weeks. And then that's an extra couple of days. Then you get the extra day off on Thursday before you travel back to Philadelphia to play on Friday. So you could possibly get another at least half a week off for Embiid if you decide to sit him for Game 2. Unless he does want to play Game 2, and then you just, if you see anything that you don't like, you just take him out of the game and not risk anything. That's up to Doc. I trust Doc right now, though. Doc called a great game. He definitely did. Doc called a fantastic game. Maybe there were some challenges that I maybe would have liked him to see on some fouls, but at the end of the day, it didn't hurt you. You found a way to win. James Harden took over the game. He completely took it over. And that just gives me even more confidence for the rest of the series with the way James Harden looked. Yeah, did he have some struggleish moments in the Brooklyn series? But who knows? Maybe Boston's just a better matchup for him. With the way Brooklyn was just constantly going up and in your face. Maybe Boston's just a little bit different from him. He just looked confident. He looked like he wanted it more. Ice cold in his veins, man. Cold blood, dude. It's what he had. It's what he had today. And man, this city is not going to be able to sleep for a little bit. Day off tomorrow night. Phillies do play tomorrow night. Bryce Harper's returning, so it sucks that it's on the West Coast, though. It does. It sucks that Bryce Harper's returning in Los Angeles. So if people are even willing enough to stay up for that, who knows? But I'll watch it. But probably won't be recapping it because it'll be late at the hell's night. I don't want to do that. Hey. Jeez, man. Like, are you kidding me? Jesus. I'm just speechless, man. I am just speechless. Got to give a lot of credit to other guys, too. Like I said, Maxey, even though he did struggle in that quarter, he hit some shots. Paul Reed was huge from the free throw line. And then Anthony Melton, too, off the bench, man. 5 of 6 from 3. I feel like that can't go unlooked either. He was good. He's been huge for you these playoffs so far. He's been the guy on the bench, that's been coming in, getting some good minutes. And he's hitting his shots. He's making some good defensive plays, huge blocks as well. So I feel like that can't go unlooked either. But man, I can't. Just that Harden performance, man. My God. My goodness, man. It's funny, too. There's a clip from NBC Sports Philadelphia during, I believe it was Philly's pregame live. It was while Ruben was talking. Then you see Barkin and Ricky Patalico, I think, watching the Sixers game on an iPad. And they saw the Harden 3, and they were like, like they were trying to hold in their voices, the reaction. But you see it on their face. It was just, that was classic. That was classic. Man. Didn't go to the line that much, though, but you hit a lot. You hit all your shots from the line. Harden went there 4 times. He hit all 4. Well, he went there 2 times, actually. Hit all 4 shots. Maxey went there twice, hit all 4. Reed in the end of the game, going there twice, hitting all 4 shots. That's huge for you, man. That was huge. As Taiwan Walker is continuing to get into walk trouble. So, looks like another bad Taiwan Walker game. But as for Phillies, I probably won't be recapping this series until Wednesday. I'll probably just hold off on it. Because, like I said, tomorrow's game's going to be very late. I'm probably not going to be able to recap that. And Wednesday will be busy. Because, the Phillies play at 4. I'm assuming the Sixers play 7:30 on Wednesday. I would assume it's a 7:30 game, at least. Let's see that. Let me see. No, 8 o'clock on Wednesday. Okay. Maybe that's a little more leeway. Hopefully. But yeah. Huge win, man. Huge win. Still just can't believe it. My God. James Harden, man. What a guy. What a guy. Like I saw that one tweet. Maybe he should stay in Vegas more often. Let's go to the live feed here before we end it off. Scott, how you doing? With all the Celtics turnovers, the Sixers truly stole that one. Especially that late one from Maxey. Do you think, in your honest opinion, can we win this series? Yes. Now that after we won this game without Joel, I believe we can win this series. I heartily do. I was down in my feelings when Embiid got hurt going into this. I was not confident with that. But after seeing tonight's game, I can't not be confident. I'm going to be all kinds of confident. As I'm also watching on my other television, Game 7 of the Rangers and the Devils, and the Devils are shutting out the Rangers 4-0 with like 3 minutes left, so it looks like the Devils are moving on. I know we're talking about the Sixers right now, but I have a question for you about what do you think about tomorrow night? Oh, Harper, that's going to be amazing. Amazing. Harper coming back. Nicholas, can't believe what I just saw. Julian, how you doing? What the fuck did I just see? 13-5 without Joel. Doc, I swear coach is better when Joel doesn't play. Possibly. Possibly. He's had more pressure on him, I guess. Harden was insane. Celtics just let that slip by their fans, and yeah, they definitely did. Boston defense has been brutal all playoffs, so yeah, it definitely showed tonight. Yeah, and there were a lot of cases against the Hawks where it looked terrible, as it looked like Tywone Walker just walked another guy. So, yeah. This is not going to be a good Tywone Walker outing. Ay. Oh, boy, that's nope, that ball is gone. Ay, Tywone Walker. Ay. Pencil, this isn't a Phillies loss, probably. But who cares? We're talking Sixers tonight. Don't care about the Phillies. Do not care. At all. Oh, boy. Anything else here on Twitter? Someone just tweeted, if there was ever a day for the Phillies to lose by double digits, it would be tonight, because no one's going to care. No one's probably even watching this with the Sixers tonight. Seriously. I just saw Tywone Walker give up 2 home runs in this game after walking 2 batters. I'm caring less right now because of what happened. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Anything else here on Twitter? Let's see. Trying to see anything. I don't think there is anything else. So, I think that's where we're going to leave off tonight. I think that's the perfect spot to do that. So, I thank you everyone for joining tonight. Should we play the Sixers song again just for keepsakes? I think we should. Let's put it up here. Sixers win. Get a huge win. Game 1 against the Boston Celtics. James Harden shines, and you find a way to steal it. Now your question mark is, what do you do with Joel Embiid for Game 2? Probably rest him, get him some extra days there. So, let's just wait and see. So, it's going to do it for tonight, everybody. Thank you for joining as always. Do not forget to leave a comment in the comment section down below. Don't forget to drop a like on the video. Do not forget to check out everything in the description. Also, hit that subscribe button. We've been steadily going up lately, just surpassed 700, and it's been steadily going up since then. I appreciate that, and just continue to hit that subscribe button if you are new in viewing the channel. It does me a great deal. Also, use the code TTPSPORTS, $20 off your first purchase at SeatGeek. It's a great deal. Don't pass up on that. Get yourself to possibly a Sixers playoff game this Friday or Saturday. some Phillies games too. Great deal. Don't pass it up. So, like I said, Thank you, everyone, once again for joining tonight. Go Sixers. Ring the bell. Or play that song, actually. And I'll